Hey, it's Sarah. Well, I know it's Wednesday, not Tuesday. Our normal day is Tuesday. But we're still going to persevere and have our live video today. And just in case those of you who are on YouTube don't know, our live video is live streamed to our Facebook page, which is Posh Pooch Designs, and you can watch it live over there if you want to. Or you can wait until we tweak it up a little bit and then shoot it over to YouTube. Now, what happened yesterday, I started up our live video like I always do. And just to give you an understanding, I don't go straight to Facebook. I have a broadcasting app that I use called OBS. And that way I can see what I'm doing, and I have another screen where I can see what's going on Facebook. That way I can see everything. So basically what happened is my broadcasting program didn't like talking to my computer or to Facebook. And so all we had to do to fix it was just to reset the computer. And so but we didn't know that at the time, and so I panicked. I thought, oh my goodness, I've got all this stuff I want to talk to you all about, and I can't. So I turned it off. I tried again, and I tried 3 times. And if you look in my photos on the Posh Pooch Design page or in my videos, you'll see that there are 3 different videos that I tried. And so what I thought I would do is today, even though it's Wednesday, and I'm so glad to see some of you all already popping in, I thought we'd go ahead and do part of the video. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I am going to talk about new patterns, new yarns, and new videos, and our giveaway. And then the little cheat thing that I was going to show you, because of the way I've got things set up today, I'm going to go ahead and do that next Tuesday, okay? And hopefully everything will be on track. And I see all of you. Thank you so much for bearing with us today. Things seem to be working fine today, so let's get to it. The first thing we're going to do is, of course, clink in. And I've got my same cup I had yesterday with the bright big hearts. It's nice and big. I'm even drinking more peppermint coffee today. Alrighty. So the first thing I want to remind you about is our giveaway. And if you look behind me on this side, you'll see the bag. And the winner receives that bag along with, let me grab these over here, 2 skeins of this dark teal blue 100% wool. It's Peruvian wool, and you'll also get 2 skeins of the cream. And you can make a really nice project with 2 of these and 2 of these, enough to make you a nice scarf and hat set or a little poncho or something like that. So how you get involved in that giveaway is you need to go, and I've had a lot of questions about this. You need to go to last Tuesday's live video, and all you have to do to be in the running to be entered is to comment on that video, or you can go to last week's video on YouTube and comment on that video, and you're already automatically entered into that giveaway. Now, what I'm going to do next Tuesday, and it's also St. Patrick's Day. I know someone said, we don't do that in our country. I said, it's just an excuse for all of us to have some fun and have a party. But anyway, on that day, next Tuesday in our live video, I am going to announce the winner's name, and then I'll tell you how to get in touch with me. All right, so you're going to get 4 skeins, 2 blue, 2 white, and the bag that's behind me on that side along with it. And of course, that's our Coffee and Crochet with Sarah project bag. All right, so now let's talk about what's new this week at Posh Pooch Designs. And I'm going to move my coffee so that it's not in the way over there. And what we did yesterday was this silly little hat. And it's really a fun little decorative thing for St. Patrick's Day. You can make it with the orange braids or not. And they're a lot of fun. You can pile a bunch of them up and decorate with them. I've even used them to put silverware in and set them upside down and put them by plates or filled them with all kinds of, if you can get a hold of some green and white M&Ms or some green and white candy, it's a lot of fun. You can also buy those chocolate coins, those gold coins, put them in there. A lot of fun. But this is a pattern we did a few years ago. I keep turning everything backwards. What is wrong with me? Okay, because I'm trying to look at it, I guess. But anyway, this also fits your American Girl doll. And if you have a little dog like mine, it also fits your dog. And the whole purpose of putting these little braids on is so you can tie it under the doll or dog's neck. You can also fit these on a kitty cat if they'll let you. I know kitty cats, they probably won't. But it's a lot of fun if you can get them to sit still for just a couple minutes and just take a really fun picture with these little leprechaun hats. Now, someone asked me if I had an adult hat. I do not have a pattern for an adult hat, but I have used the one that is on Yarnspirations. It used to be on Red Heart, and of course, those of you who know, Yarnspirations purchased Red Heart, and you can go to that website, and that pattern is super easy, and it's also super fun to do, you know, to have a hat. But if I were you, I would make one of these and make a headband and just stick it on there and wear the hat. I mean, it weighs nothing. It's not going anywhere. You could probably even just use a couple of bobby pins and pin it to your head. Because the thing about St. Patrick's Day is to be fun and silly, right? Be looking forward to that next week, since St. Patrick's Day is on our Tuesday. All right, so we did that. The other thing we did was this scarf that's right behind me. I'm going to use my other camera real quick. This is the same scarf, and I want you to see how this works. You've got 3 rows of mesh, then you've got V-stitches that make the flower or the stem of the flower, and then you do row of tulips, and then you go back to the V or the open weave, and it's really, really pretty. I wanted to show you up close because it's really hard to see far away. I do have my other camera set up so you can see it a little bit closer. Now, I've used the yarns that I've used. Let me go back over here and let me show you. Is that pink one back there is this ice cream yarn by Lion Brand. It is a light number 3. But I also used this one, and this is the yarn that I used for this scarf, and it's also a light number 3, and it's the sparkle. And so you can use any light number 3 yarn for this project. You could even use cotton if you wanted to. Now, I have been asked, can you use a medium number 4? And you can. You can do it exactly the same. I would probably go up a hook size because the intent of this is for it to be a little bit open and lacy. And so I would probably go up a hook size, and I cannot remember what size hook I used for this pattern. I think an H. So I would probably go up to like what, HI, 5.50 millimeter is an I. So I would probably go up if I'm going to do this in a medium number 4. And one thing that people don't know is a lot of patterns are written for a specific weight of yarn. You know, like this one, I wanted it to be light and lacy and comfortable because it's a spring scarf. I don't know why I said cow, but it's a spring scarf. And so you want it to be light and lacy, maybe add it to your spring or your Easter outfit that you're going to wear if you're going to go to church on Easter or you're going to have an Easter get together. And it adds just a little bit, you know, springness to it. But if you want to, you can make it wider, you can make it longer, and you can change whatever yarn you're working with. And remember, if you go up in weight, you're going to have to go up in your hook size. But you can also go down in weight. Do this with a number 1 light yarn or even a thread to get it even light and lacier. And you can do this with most patterns, especially ones that are like scarves. That hats don't work as well because unless you're just wanting it to be bigger or smaller in size. But things that like blankets and scarves cowls, things that are just made in like rectangles, a lot of times you can substitute the yarn size, but always remember to use the hook size if you're adjusting that's recommended by the skein or cake of yarn. Another thing to remember though is I say that, but then another thing to remember is you have to do what works best for you. And what that means is if you're a really tight crocheter, you may want to go up a hook size. But if you're a really loose hooker like me, you may want to go down a hook size or two. And remember, the hook size on your cake and on your skein is a suggestion from that that yarn company. All right. I feel like I'm tripping over my words today. Maybe I need a little more coffee to, settle my brain. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you as I got some yarn in this week, I'm moving this over because I want to show you this yarn up close because it is really, really cool. What it is, it's called Sugar and Cream Scrub Off. I thought that was hilarious, but I want to show you this yarn a little closer. I've opened one up. Here's the one I just showed you, and I got two of those in, and I had not seen this in any of the stores. All right, and then this is the one that I'm going to show you, and you can see it's got regular 100% cotton yarn. The whole thing is regular 100% cotton yarn, but it also has sections of this scrubby yarn already worked into it. And if you look at it, you can see there's a solid white, there's a solid off-white, let me point this a better direction. There we go. There's a solid cream, you've got a variegated here, and you've got this scrubby section. And I'm going to pull this apart so you can see it because it's just a really cool yarn. And the only place that I have found this is at Joann's. Okay, I've not found it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I've not found it at Walmart. My Walmart, I tell you what, their yarn section is, I don't want to say horrible, but it's just not wonderful because I don't want to be critical. But they just don't have a very big yarn section. But I really wanted to show this to you so you could see the yarn itself. Of course, I've made a mess here for myself now, haven't I? But you can see even the scrubby section has variegated colors in it. And I just thought this was really, really neat. All right, let's look at the label. It has it's a medium 4 yarn. They're suggesting that you use your H hook, your 5mm. And then on it, this one's called Bubble White. I don't know what this one is called. Let's see. This one's just called Sail Away Blue. So those are two neat colors. I thought they were great colors for spring too, or summer, because you think about blue ocean. Okay, the other thing I wanted to see is how much yarn is on here. Here we go. It's 2.6 ounces or 75 grams. So that's not a lot, but there's enough in here to make a nice scrubby. So I'm going to stitch one of these up, and I'll have to roll that back up, of course, just to see how it's going to work. But I thought this was a really neat yarn, and I wanted to show it to you. Now, I have 2 other yarns coming in this week that I'm real excited to show you. And I have a visitor here. She's wanting to say hello. Come here, baby. Well, what's happening is my neighbor across the street is putting up a shop, which is totally fine. I think everybody ought to have a shop, but the guys putting the frame up are hammering. And Rosie gets a little scared with noises, don't you, baby? You give Mama's kisses. She won't even give me a kiss. You give Mama kisses. But anyway, she gets a little bit scared. And when she gets scared, she like squeezes up behind me. A lot of times you guys don't see it, but she does. Don't you, baby? You get scared. Oh, did you want to say hello? Well, in case y'all don't know, I have 2 puppies. This is Rosie Belle. She's actually a daddy's girl. She is. She loves me, but when my hubby's home, all she wants is hubby. Yeah, no, okay. I'm going to go back over there with Maxie. All righty. She'll probably jump right back up here. But my neighbor's getting a new shop. They're doing some hammering, and she gets a little scared from the noise. And so, yes, my dogs are super spoiled, and I love it that way. All right, come here. She's asking again. Come on. There we go. She wants to sit behind me. I'll scoot up and let her sit behind me. I don't mind. All right, well, that's all I've got. I did want to say I've got 2 more kinds of yarn coming in that I want to show you. One of them is a Scrubby Yarn from Mary Maxim, I think, and I had never seen it before. That's coming in. And then I have some more cake yarns coming in that I had never tried before. I know, it seems weird, right, with all this yarn? My sister Gina, she said, now, you do use a green screen sometimes, right? And I said, yeah. She goes, well, is all that yarn behind you green screen? I said, no. It's all real yarn, and that's not all of it. I know I love yarn, but one thing to remember is I do give a lot away, and I like to go through it from time to time. And I have a couple of friends that crochet that don't have a lot of money. One of them knits, and so I'll just grab a bunch of colors and I'll throw them in a bag, you know, that match together. They're the same fibers and stuff, and I'll give them to them from time to time, just to do a little clean out, you know, things like that. So anyway, that's all I've got for you for this week. Hopefully next week will be our wonderful and fun St. Patrick's Day little party and giveaway. So be sure and get involved with that. And I really just want to thank all of you. Yesterday when things didn't work out, I got some of the nicest comments, messages, emails, and it was so nice to hear from all of you that took the time to just send me a note to say they missed me or thank you, because I really do enjoy doing our live videos. I love seeing all the names, you know, scroll down. I love seeing all the names I recognize. I love seeing all the names that I don't recognize, because that means more people are watching. And so I thought I'd take a second and just ask you, is Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time a good time for you? And if another time would be better, we can kind of see if it doesn't work, we may change it, but if it works, we'll keep it. But I just thought it'd be a good opportunity to just put that question out there, and we can kind of see what y'all think, because I can't do this without all of you. You all are what makes my fun dream happen. If there was no one watching, no one playing with my crochet patterns and crocheting, then I couldn't do this, right? I would probably still do it because I love it, but all right, I'm going to let you go. But the last thing I want to remind you, is next Monday is washcloth number 3 for our washcloth of the month. Originally, I was going to do it on the 4th Monday because I had something else planned, but I moved a few things around, and we're going to do the 3rd washcloth, March's washcloth, washcloth of the month, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. So make sure I do have a new video for Friday for something for the puppies. And then, well, cats will like it too, I'm sure. And then Monday, we're going to do washcloth of the month. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.